Hi, JEH Pandas. Welcome to our second day of Second Step in week 23. We will continue talking about saying the problem. That is when you use your words to say what's going on, why you're having an issue with your friend or a family member, sister, brother, anything. You always have to name the problem. So, as usual on day 2, we're going to take a look at a picture and decide what's happening and how and what we can do. So, before we get started with the picture, we will listen to our song, and it's called When You Have a Problem. And this is verse 1 and 2.
When you have a problem and you're mad, first you need to calm right down. Next you say the problem with your words, then you think of things to do.
Wow, that song told you exactly what you need to do. So now we're going to take a look at our picture. But before we do, let's remember what happened yesterday. Yesterday, Alex learned to use words to say what the problem is. What was the problem she had? You're right, she couldn't find her doll's blanket. Saying the problem is the first step for solving the problem. So now we're going to take a look at our photo. Let's first take a look at what is happening in this picture. This is Nora. Look at her body language. Where are her hands? Look at her face. How do you think she's feeling? This is Talik. Talik is looking at Nora. How do you think he's feeling? Take a look around. You might be able to solve the problem before even knowing what's happening. What is Talik doing? And why do you think Nora might have her hands on her hips like that and looking at him with that expression? All right, let's talk about it. First, is there a problem? Of course there is. We've looked at Nora and Talik's body language and facial expressions, and we know there is a problem. So I'm going to tell you what Nora said. She said, I want to play with it. And she wants to grab the dump truck. Talik says, no, I got it first. He holds on tightly to the truck. So did you all guess that Nora wanted this truck from Talik? I bet you did. Now, my question to you, is grabbing a safe thing to do? You're right, it is not safe. Do you think that both Talik and Nora are both having strong feelings? I think so. I think they're both very upset. So, what do you think they need to do even before they start working on the problem? I agree. They need to calm down. So, they might have to go and ask a teacher for help, or they can remember the steps from the calm down button poster. Do you remember them? Well, let's review them. They can start by putting their hands on their tummy and say, stop. They can name their feelings I think they might be angry, maybe a little confused, but they are upset. Once they've named the feeling, they need to take 3 deep belly breaths and then name the problem. So, now that we've taken a deep breath, they need to do the first step for solving a problem. And that step is to use your words. And it's okay to take time to think about the words you want to say in order to solve the problem. Because screaming won't help. If you're screaming and yelling, the other person doesn't know what you want. So the deep breaths help you use calm words so the other person knows what you want and need. So once you think about the problem and you're calm enough to say it, then you can have a conversation and talk about the problem and what you can do about it. So the problem is they both want the dump truck. What can they do? Tell a grown up or somebody in your house what they can do to solve this problem. What did you come up with? There are many answers to what they could do, and I'm sure you had great ones. I'm thinking as the teacher, I would probably say, Talik, you have 5 more minutes with the dump truck, and then you can give it to Nora. Since they're on the playground, there may not be a timer, or there's a timer on our playground. But if there's not, maybe the teacher can use her watch to let Nora know. She'll let her know when 5 minutes is up. And Nora can always come back and check in. Once Talik's 5 minutes is up, he will hand the truck to Nora and it will be her turn. Now, if Talik still wants to play with the dump truck, once Nora's turn is over, she can give it back to Talik and they can keep sharing back and forth until it's time to go in. So you did very well solving this problem today. Remember, when you have a problem and are having strong feelings, first you need to calm down. Then you need to say the problem. This is the first step in problem solving. Thank you for joining me for the second day of Second Step in week 23. It was a pleasure doing this work with you, and I will see you next time. Bye.